Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, I'm once again taking a look at one of your designs that you have linked me in the comment section of one of my videos. And if you wish to see something of yours shown on this channel, just leave me the Steam Workshop link somewhere and I'll eventually get around to it. But yes, for today we are looking at another fighter bomber. This one is called the Mantis Mk2 P3, which is this lovely thing right here. So this is a large block, heavily armed ship that features a small block Gatling gun at the front and a bombing system at the back made out of 2 warheads. We also have some welders there to automatically repair this thing up and prepare another 2 warheads for deployment. And we're going to be using this against the pirate stronghold over there. Yeah, just coming all the way around over to here and bringing up the F10 menu. We'll find the Mantis in the spawn menu. There it is. This thing says it's 7,000 blocks, but just double clicking it, it's actually only 574. Bringing back the menu, like so. It uses the Decorative Block number 1 DLC packs and no mods, so we'll give this a thumbs up, which I already have. Move around to the very front here, we'll have a quick look around the outside, a quick look on the tiny interior, and then we're going to go play with the pirates. So yes, at the very front here, this is what we get. We got ourselves a camera front and center to drive this thing around. We do not have a cockpit that has visibility outside, it's deep inside the ship to make sure it's nice and protected, so we are 100% reliant on keeping this camera and the camera up above there alive. On the left and right of this, we got some hydrogen thrusters to help us slow down, and we got a bunch of rocket launchers with window blocks in front of them. Now the rocket launchers do fire perfectly fine with these, but it does seem a little bit dangerous because if Lord Clang dictates that that block is actually there, then you could be in a bit of a pickle, but throughout my testing of this, throughout just flying around shooting it, they don't seem to be a problem whatsoever. We just come all the way back around to here and move slightly up. This is our small block Gatling guns, made out of some small red blocks. We've got 6 Gatling guns with another camera in the middle, and that's been held on by a rotor over here. The rotor itself is fairly exposed with only a window block protecting it, so it does kind of make up for the sheer firepower of this block. Just coming all the way down and moving around. We do have a funny little face at the front. I'm not sure if this is deliberate or not. We've got some red glowing eyes. We also got a little mouth at the front there where the camera is sitting, and we got our little tiny nose right there. Yes, maybe I'm just going insane, or maybe that is supposed to be like that. Anyway, moving swiftly on around the side here, we're going to see even more white blocks with some more hydrogen thrusters, a bunch of interior turrets to make sure we're nice and protected, a large hydrogen thruster sitting right below there with another interior turret to protect it. Got some landing gears to drop ourselves down on. Then moving around towards the back here, this is our warhead deployment system, where we've got some merge blocks onto some batteries, onto some warheads, with some welders just sitting down from the top. If we were to continue and come down underneath past our warhead system, we'll see both our large hydrogen thrusters, some more small hydrogen thrusters, even more turrets. There's a connector to connect this thing up and load it up with hydrogen once we're done with it. Even more thrusters, even more turrets, and a doorway to get inside. Yes, the doorway we have to get in through the ground and use our jetpack to come all the way up to here. We'll have a doorway to go in and drive this thing around, a survival kit to heal ourselves and respawn on. We also have a gyroscope on one side and a grey gyroscope on the other, and sitting right behind us we can see an access point for our large hydrogen tank. We'll come back to that a bit later. Yes, that is the very front where we've got our friendly little face. If we were to move up and above past our small block Gatling guns, we've got even more interior turrets, even more hydrogen thrusters. We've got a little ridge going along here made out of the red clean skin. Comes all the way around to the very back there, and that is what we get. So it's a very self-explanatory ship with what's going on to it, and it does look fantastic with how it's been set up. Now it's time for me to grab hold of my character, and we can get inside the little interior, then we'll go ahead and say hello to the pirates. So moving all the way around over to here, where did that doorway go? There it is. We need to jetpack all the way up. So up we go, and then once we're up, we can now close the door and drop ourselves down. We can now access our large hydrogen tank over here and fill stuff up. We can also access our survival kit from straight above us without needing to jump, and then we can access our gyroscopes on the side if we needed to. Yes, we can just come into here, bring up the HUD. This is the controls that we get, but first of all, in first person view, this is all we get. Yes, it's a very dark and gloomy area where only the light of our LCD screens will, well, light up the darkness. Anyway, coming around over to here, pressing number 1, this will then fire our rocket launchers straight through our windows. Now the lag spike was just because I hit the ground there. And yes, it's being a little bit funny today. Anyway, shooting it again. There we go. Perfectly fine to shoot through those window blocks. Pressing number 2 will then switch to our Gatling guns up there where we can fire them all together and create a nice lot of damage. Number 3 is for our camera sitting right on the little mouth of our little creature. And pressing number 4 will then be for the camera sitting between our Gatling guns. So there we go. Coming out of there and moving down. Number 5 is for our cruise control. Pressing that will turn off our hydrogen thrusters at the very front. So once we were to take off from the ground and start moving forwards, we're not going to slow down. Turning them back on and pressing number 6, this is for our projector at the back there to repair up our warheads. Number 7 and number 8 is to deploy our warhead, so getting a nice distance from the ground, and pressing number 7 we'll then just go and blow up the back of our ship. Wow, okay, that wasn't meant to happen like that. So here we go, once again I figured out what the problem was. It was simply that the warhead was detecting the ship as soon as it disconnected and it was detonating itself, blowing me up. But as you can see from the holes all the way around this place, I've successfully detonated it by fiddling with the settings, suppressing number 8. We can now drop it all the way down and we'll repair up a new one we dropped up just behind it. Pressing number 9 will be to turn on and off our interior turrets around the ship. Switching to tab number 2, we then got stockpile our hydrogen tanks on and off, and then got our repair welders on and off, and then we got our beacons on and off. So what we're going to do now is fly over to the lovely pirates over here. I keep wanting to go into a first person view. Let's just go make sure we are nice and high, and what we're going to do is drop a bomb straight on their head. So we're just going to fly all the way over to here, nice and safe, not getting too close so they can't engage. So there is a ship sitting right above the pirate base, and what we're going to do is bring it all the way over to here. And I'm going to, hopefully that is in line. I think we might be a little bit out, but we're going to press number 7. And down comes the warhead. Very, very slowly, it's gracefully coming to the ground. Hopefully it's going to hit something important. We'll just come down and look at it like this. And there we go, we have ruined their path. Now they will not be able to come up this side. They'll have to walk all the way around and get up that pathway. We have disrupted their day momentarily. So take that, space pirates. But anyway, yes, just a very quick thruster test. Moving forwards, this is what we get. We are fairly slow accelerating and equally as slow slowing down. So we may want to do a 180 to try and help stop faster. And there we go. Moving left and moving right, we've got some nice speed with that. Moving down, some nice speed with that. And then moving up, get ready for this. We've got some fantastic speed thanks to those large hydrogen thrusters. Moving my mouse around, this is what we get. We've got some nice amount of control on here, a little bit of weight, and it's generally what I prefer when it comes to a ship. So what we're going to do now is fly straight towards this in third person, and we're going to start attacking at the pirate base, and that'll be it for this video. So there we go, with all our rocket launchers just pummeling into the base. Here comes their rockets. They're now going to start blasting into us. Hopefully our repair welders, or the repair welders if I can even speak, will be able to do something. It looks like all our rockets have been disabled at the very front there. So now we need to turn ourselves around. And, oh god, they're shooting the mines. Let's just try and come down to here. We're going to need to get a bit closer. Dropping that. There goes our warhead. I appear to have been destroyed. There is a interior turret just floating away there. Not sure how he's doing that. He's a magic interior turret. But yes, that went exactly how I expected it to go. They're very upset that I've destroyed their ramp, and now they're shooting rockets at me. Anyway, there'll be a link to the Mantis MK2 P3 in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. I'd recommend you do, because it is a nice little fighter bomber to play with, especially against these space pirates, if you go nice and high and drop bombs on them. So yes, thank you all for watching. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.